Dare to be a Daniel, living a life of integrity. Life is full of choices. Every day, you're faced with situations that test your character, challenge your beliefs, and sometimes tempt you to compromise who you are. Whether it's peer pressure, relationship struggles, or standing up for what's right in the face of criticism, living with integrity can be difficult. But the Bible gives us examples of people who held fast to their faith no matter the cost. Two such figures, Job and Daniel, show us what it means to live a life of integrity, a life that pleases God even when it's hard. When we look at Job's life, we see a man who was upright, faithful, and deeply devoted to God. Job 1 tells us that he was blameless and upright, one who feared God and turned away from evil. Yet Job's life wasn't easy. In a single day, he lost his children, his wealth, and everything that brought him earthly security. Most people would crumble under such pain, but Job held fast to his faith. He declared, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Job 1:21. Even when his wife suggested that he curse God and give up, Job refused. He maintained his integrity, showing us that faith in God isn't about what we can get from him. It's about loving him for who he is. This same unwavering faith is seen in the life of Daniel. Captured as a young man and brought to a foreign land, Daniel was pressured to conform to Babylonian culture, abandon his faith, and bow to the king's idols. But Daniel refused. He resolved not to defile himself with the king's food and remained faithful to God, even when it meant risking his life. Later, when an unjust law forbade praying to anyone but the king, Daniel didn't waver. He continued to pray to God, knowing that it could cost him everything. His reward? A night in the lion's den. Yet even there, God's power and sovereignty were on display as he shut the mouths of the lions and protected his faithful servant. These stories teach us important lessons about integrity. Integrity isn't just doing the right thing when people are watching, it's doing the right thing when no one sees or when everyone else is doing the wrong thing. It's living out what you say you believe, even when it's unpopular or costly. For Job, it meant worshiping God in the face of unimaginable loss. For Daniel, it meant standing alone for his faith, even when it led to danger. For you, it might mean refusing to cheat on a test, choosing not to gossip, or standing up for a friend who's being mistreated, even if it makes you unpopular. The story of Job in Job 31 provides a deeper understanding of integrity. As you read through this chapter, you'll notice phrases like, "if I have," or "have I." Job examines his life thoroughly, reflecting on whether his actions align with his faith. He considers how he's treated others, his purity of thought, and his honesty in business. This self-examination is a reminder for us to pause and ask ourselves similar questions. Am I living in a way that honors God? Do my actions reflect what I claim to believe? Turning these reflections into prayer, as Job demonstrates, invites God to shape and guide you. It's an opportunity to confess where you've fallen short and to ask for strength to live better tomorrow. Maintaining integrity isn't easy. Sometimes you might feel like you're standing alone, as Daniel often did. When everyone else seems to be cutting corners, chasing popularity, or compromising their values, it can feel lonely to choose the higher path. But remember, God is with you, even in the lion's den of peer pressure, criticism, or rejection. He honors those who honor him. 1 Samuel 2:30. Daniel's story reminds us that God is in control, even of the lions. No matter how fierce the challenges you face, God is able to protect, guide, and reward you when you remain faithful. Integrity is also about your words. James 3 verse 6 warns that the tongue is a small part of the body, but it has great power. What you say, especially in tough situations, reflects what's in your heart. When you're arguing with your parents, frustrated with a friend, or upset with a teacher, it's tempting to lash out, complain, or say things you'll regret. But integrity means guarding your speech. It means choosing words that build up instead of tear down. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." Ask yourself, when things get tough, do I use my words to honor God? Do I speak truth and kindness, or do I give in to anger and bitterness? Living with integrity also means recognizing when you've fallen short. No one is perfect, and there will be times when you make mistakes. When that happens, don't hide from God or make excuses. Instead, confess your sin, and claim the promise of 1 John 1:9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. God's forgiveness isn't something you earn by being good, it's a gift of grace. Integrity involves owning your mistakes, asking for forgiveness, and allowing God to help you grow. At the end of each day, take time to reflect. As you lie in bed, think back on the choices you made. Did you hold fast to your integrity? Were there moments where you honored God with your actions and words? If so, thank Him for giving you the strength to live faithfully, but also ask Him to reveal any areas where you fell short. Confess those failures, knowing that God is pleased with your honesty and ready to help you do better tomorrow. Both Job and Daniel serve as heroes of integrity. They lived out their faith in ways that inspire us to do the same. You don't need to face a literal lion's den or lose everything to demonstrate integrity. Every choice you make, big or small, can show whether you truly love God or if you're just claiming to follow Him because it's convenient. Integrity is revealed in trials and temptations, just as gold is refined in fire. So, dare to be a Daniel. Dare to stand alone, even when the crowd is going the other way. Dare to have a purpose, even when others laugh or criticize. Living with integrity might cost you something, a friendship, a grade, or your reputation, but it's worth it. God is faithful, and He sees your faithfulness. He's in control, even when life feels chaotic or unfair. Let the lions roar, because the same God who shut their mouths for Daniel is with you. Live for Him boldly, knowing that your life of integrity honors the one who gave everything for you.